One day Jordan was listening to her songs, and as she began to sing along, she saw her husband walking past, walking strangely, rather fast. Sitting on her park bench, she waved to her hot hubby. Hugo cried, "Lo, a saucy wench!" And she, "That's wife to you, Huggie." Hugo and she sat down when she noticed he had a frown. "What's the problem, honey?" "Oh, there's something a little funny." Hugo pointed from afar what appeared to glow as a star. "I wonder what that could be." "It's glowing blue," said he after she, "It's scary, Jordie, make it go away." And so Jordan, resolved, stepped into the fray. Her cleaver held high, as if to pierce the sky, she charged with might into the fight, without any fright, as was her right. But as the light fell on the creature, she could do naught but see its features. It was a mudkip, shining forth in the sunlight, a mudkip shining so disturbingly bright, a mudkip blue-orange and oh so cute, a mudkip bet that he could even play the lute. First it cringed and cried like a long-lost child, ETF would say, "Oh, it's so adorable and mild." And it pounced in her arms with such frivolity, Hugo then would have gloat, "Ha ha, it was more scared of me." "Come now, yonder wench, we shall away, I've had enough of mudkips for this day." But then he realized the mudkip was not quite her hugging, and felt a horrible feeling at him tugging. "Jordan," he asked hesitantly, "please tell me you're standing absolutely still and not moving and not making a sound of being freaky just to scare me." For you see, the mudkip saw the weapon, and with a shout to his mates, "God, what a crack! The bloody girl's ready to do me in, and for that, go for the shins." They gnawed at her legs, soft meat dripping, as the blood flowed thick. They began a-licking. They punctured her veins, her arteries came next. They made their way up to her now cold white neck. They sank their teeth in and ripped her head off. As Hugo watched futile, their leader did scoff. They punctured her eyes and bathed in the fluids. They ripped off her ears and crawled in right through it. Her intestines they did but use to make sausages and men's shoes. Her stomach placed on the black market, it sold for almost a third of a ducat. Her drained legs they froze to keep intact, and used as weapons, though when they whacked each other across the side, they cracked their legs on their thick hide. But they did take a short break to play tennis at noon. The ball was her patella, lined with her retina, the rackets her humerus, no longer very humorous. With her womb, which they removed, they then entombed a live raccoon, while the moon caused a passing loon to swoon, as if a typhoon from Neptune during monsoon had, like a cartoon, strewn through the best saloon, who owed him some doubloons. When he did see cast by the lunar light the fright of a pruned spittoon, carved by a teaspoon in mid-June as a tribune to a well-known tune, to impugn a buffoon makes you a baboon carrying balloons, carved from her defleshed skull, held with flowers and ribbons across their backs. Oh, what a grotesque festoon! And Hugo, still watching, could now only cry, for the love of his wife had now completely died. ETF was dead. Jordan was dead. Everything he knew and loved was dead. So he toddled back home and went straight to bed.